Hello! Welcome, was probably the final session of, The Witcher. So, I think I know what happened with the dentist. I probably auto-used those Devourer teeth in an alchemy recipe, and to my knowledge, there's not anywhere else I can find Devourers at the moment. So, kinda screwed there, and we can't really finish the quest anymore, even though we turned in the Hortus Tooth. I believe the reward for it is, a new steel sword, which, I don't know, it'd be cool to check out, but I'm cool with Harvel. Then, Ruxa, they might appear somewhere. If we run into them, we'll see. But other than that, we've pretty much done everything. I don't know why Dice Poker's still here. Like, I beat full test. I'm kind of the master dice. Actually, I think it's a common bug for quests to be broken in this game. I installed a one patch that fixed a couple of them, but maybe some of them are still broken. Anyways, we have a long walk over to the manor ahead of us. So, story time, since we're gonna do walking. The first game that I streamed to completion was Ocarina of Time, Master Quest, mind you. And, I wasn't super proud of my performance. Their video quality wasn't, perfect. It got choppy sometimes, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. It wasn't laggy, but, like, the video quality mushed up. And the audio quality was still going through hiccups that still aren't completely gone. And obviously, Nintendo claimed all the videos on those. So I ended up just taking them down very quickly. Because once your video's been copyright claimed, you can't really make changes to it anymore. Unless you download it, or I don't even know if you can do that anymore. So I just decided, you know what, I wasn't proud of it, I'll just toss it out, maybe play the game again in a year or so. But turns out, just about a month after I finished it, they got rid of their shitty copyright policy on YouTube. So now, anyone who's adding their own input, and it's just anything but raw footage of gameplay on legal copies of games. I don't know, the wording's a bit weird. So I'm not sure if emulation's cool or not if you own it. But, damn. I knew I couldn't get through that. I just wanted to make sure. I'm saying people can make videos about Nintendo stuff without getting fucked over now. Which opens up a lot of options for us. Like, I have had, probably Princess Hero mode on a list of things I'd like to do for a while, but I've been putting it off because, well, if it wasn't going to be able to be held on YouTube, I would have to wait till I have an audience. But now it's a non-issue. People can watch it whenever. Oh, I was trying to say. But that, again, that opened up options, so now I might consider playing things that I wouldn't have otherwise.
My own bones.
This map is terrible. Trying so hard to navigate. I think that the marked barricade might be the one that I have to go through, but I'm also pretty sure I was over there just a minute ago.
Oh.
Keep that sword to yourself.
Damn it.
Anyways, I know that the general rule with emulation is if you own a copy of the game, you're good to play it however you want. But I don't think that's how Nintendo sees it, so I don't know, we still might have trouble with the videos, but I'm willing to give it a shot later. Anyways, maybe it'll give me some leeway if they can't prove it, which I don't know why they wouldn't be able to. I'm pretty sure emulation's completely illegal in Japan now. You just can't do it. Like, if you own a ROM, that's contraband. You can't dump your disc or to back them up or anything. As I brought that up because I need to make a decision on what I want to play next, right? I was gonna finally knock Shadow the Hedgehog off the list. I think it's been long enough since I played a Sonic game to do that. But if Twilight Princess is moved up in the queue, then I think that I will probably do Dark Souls Daughters of Ash first. And then we'll take a break, do Shadow, maybe something after that. And then probably Zelda. Dark Souls takes priority because I'd rather have a new experience than something that I'm familiar with, you know? Even if it is a harder version of the game, Zelda's still Zelda, you know? And we'll talk about Daughters of Ash when we play that. Should be fun though, I'm looking forward to it. Or keyboard only run, because I'm autistic. Please don't take offense to that. I did talk about my actual disabilities, but it's not genetic. I just meant I'm stupid and like to play with a keyboard. Even though that would normally be considered a major handicap.
State your business, Witcher.
Let me pass, Duet.
You look terrible, like you haven't slept all night.
I'm tired, Count. May I pass?
My dear Geralt.
I spent the night with a Striga, so my patience runs thin.
With a Striga? To what end? Did you kill her?
Hell yeah.
No longer a problem. I found evidence of a traitor in the princess's entourage.
Any idea who?
Not yet, but it's only a matter of time. I discovered a useful diary. Triss Merigold also knows some helpful spells.
You should give me Ostrit's diary. The Grandmaster commands magic better than that witch Merigold.
I never mentioned whose diary.
But... to hell with it. Witcher, join me. Align yourself with the masters of a new order. With me, Roderick Duet, the future Viceroy of Temeria.
Who are you working for, Duet?
I thought you had it figured out. I'm working with Salamandra, for now.
Think you can outsmart them?
They're but a means to an end. Join me.
You're a worm. I won't soil my boots on a piece of crap like you.
Fuck yourself, mutant! You shall die at my sword!
That hurt.
For victory!
Jesus Christ. Alright, wants to die. Silver swords for monsters, boys. Geralt of Rivia, curing HIV.
Flaming Rose!
Flaming Rose. That play order isn't final, by the way. That was just my thoughts on it at the moment. I may very well just flip a fucking coin when the time comes. Because Dark Souls is going to be a big endeavor. I don't consider myself to be terrible at the game, but things tend to go awry when you're on camera. I didn't mean to walk back through here. Which way do you mean I'm fighting? Guess I can't loot that fucker's corpse, damn it. I didn't click the door, so I didn't think it would run. I kinda just walked into it. Yeah, his corpses are gone. Oh well. Could have been anything too useful, right? It was just some piece of shit count. Body annoy. Oh, you know what? Maybe we would find Devourers here. It looks like there's a lot of higher level monsters around. We'll stick to the plan. If I see a Devourer, I will kill it and collect its teeth. And if we go back into town before anything big happens, I will turn it in. I'm just pretty sure there's no going back once we're in the manor. Oh, I totally forgot about the 2 bounty missions. You know, the unique monsters. The heads I gotta collect. Didn't run into any of them. They're probably out in these big pits of nothingness in the swamp areas. Like this one right here, and the one in the other swamp. Again, no doom if we run into them. I don't feel like I'm underpowered at all. I'm sure I'll have no problem beating the game at this level. So we're just gonna keep going for it. I also have potions to buff me if I do need the boost. I'm super very not worried. You know, I never actually checked the stats on the new armor. I kind of just critiqued its appearance. Minus 20% damage, not bad. Big health boost, an endurance boost, vitality, and endurance regeneration. All resistances plus 25%. That's pretty sweet, actually. I think that the elf version focused on sign intensity, and the order version focused on damage. This is more of a resistance-based thing, I guess. Just all around useful. Can't go wrong with vitality and endurance, right? Mutant Rayla. Oh, well, I just spoiled the cutscene. I guess Miss Rayla has turned into a mutant. Or she got fucking shot in the tit.
Greetings, Geralt. Have you met Rayla? A singular transformation gave her the gift of life.
Geralt!
A singular transformation.
His texture work isn't fantastic. He has a big seam going down his whole centerpiece.
Bag of blood and muscles alive.
Better than alive, perfect. You'll learn that soon enough.
This was your experiment? You're pathetic.
Rayla, darling, you won't permit this mongrel to insult your master.
Geralt!
The seam is where they cut the mesh open to lay it out flat so they can paint textures onto it, you know? So, generally, you try and blend them very well if you can't put them somewhere where they can be hidden easily. But it's never a good sign when you can just see the seam. But normally they put it somewhere where they can hide it, like, in between the legs. It's also not the hardest thing in the world to hide, just with good texturing. Oh, right Radford's decoction. Beautiful. Legal sword. That's right, fire damage doesn't do anything for me in steel mode. I'm gonna stick to auto-execute. Interesting. I just beat the fuck out of him with that fucking hilt. Right, dual wielding. Of course, he's a dancy boy. You challenge Salamandra. You challenge Salamandra. You challenge Geralt of Rivia. I want to loot the more mutiny ones, just to see if they're carrying like potions on them. if they wanted to throw free potions at me, this would be the perfect opportunity. Or I wouldn't complain about lore. Because these guys have the Witcher formulas. They know how to make them. Kind of weird that Druid gave me a swallow potion, because what the hell is he gonna do with it? Unless he just takes little baby sips occasionally. Maybe it's Miracle Grow. I'm just drinking Miracle Grow. Makes the trees all big and healthy.
This is your end. You challenge Salamandra!
Damn it. He's disarmed anyways. Oh my god, what is happening? I'm gonna drink one of these. Damn it. I'm really not good at timing the fast style attacks. They're so long. Every time you think that he's slowing down for the next wind up, he just does another spin. Summon a fucking genie on me, asshole. Things are so fucking danky. My word. What does that sound? Is there a mage nearby? Oh! I think Ard might have been casting itself. Or maybe that's just the sound that plays when physics goes, like, above a certain force. Like, a force that only Ard would possibly inflict. Could just be this. How the hell did these knights get here before me? Oh, that's a big boy. Big ugly boy. Ah, there's fucking Deadpool. Ouch, Triss, that's where the magic sounds are coming from. I'm gonna take a swallow real quick. They're not chunking my health away super fast, so I'm confident just a little regen will be plenty. knights are dead. I don't think I made a quick save. Oh, if my health gets too low, I'll drink another decoction. Why am I using heavy? I need to take out these fucking ninjas.
If they want to fight, I'll give them.
It would have been the time to kill the big boy. And of course there's the mandatory crash. Well, at least it happened early. I really wish I knew the cause, but this is to be the last session. Doesn't really matter anymore. Ninjas first. They're the biggest issue. Oh, try about the fucking potion.
If they want to fight, I'll give them.
Poor brave boys dying to fucking mutants. Didn't sign up for this. Boy.
If they want to fight,
I didn't realize that they were stunned. Maybe Trish did it and I didn't notice. Now I'm stunned, oof. Luckily they can't auto-kill. Still stunned. Or maybe a bug? Oh, there we go. Big oof. Hello, Triss. Would you like a kiss?
Not sure, but they looked like mutants. You came just in time.
I could hardly desert you.
Thanks, Triss.
Geralt.
What's the situation at the front?
Scoia'tael are murdering humans, the Order is slaying non-humans, and Foltest soldiers are trying to restore order. So far it's a tie.
It's not looking good.
Not tragic either. Now that you've cured Ada, like any reasonable monarch, Foltest has approached the Lodge about an alliance. The Lodge will provide the support he needs to retain his throne and restore order.
Ah, the secret plan succeeds.
Thanks to you, among others. But most importantly, hundreds of lives will be saved.
Triss.
I know, Geralt. I know.
Howdy, Spunky. Haven't seen you in a while. Made it back just in time to watch me finish the game, probably. You got depressed and deleted your accounts, huh? Seems a bit rash, but I can't say I haven't thought about the same kind of stuff before. I always just refrain from using it for a while before I delete an account, you know? To decide if I'm really okay with not having it anymore. Anyways, I've been fine, I guess. Not too much going on. I think that's it for looting.
Geralt.
No, I plan on ordering them soon. Spring is finally, like, kicking in full force. Weather's warming up, the snow is mostly gone. We had a little flurry yesterday, but it all melted right away.
Salamandra must be based inside the old manor.
I think so too. So before I left the castle, I snatched a key to the crypt. From there, we can enter the catacombs beneath the manor.
Triss, you're a genius.
Shall we?
Let's go.
More ninjas. Holy shit, that's a shogun. Brother.
You just pissed off a sorceress.
Hit the one attacking me. Hit the one with the infinite hit points. That's right, turn around. Fatal mistake.
Geralt, there's no sense staying here. We don't know what Salamandra is planning. You need to enter their base.
Then let's go.
No, I'll stay here. I've still got strength left, so those mutants are going to taste some fire.
It's too dangerous, Triss.
Since when do I need your permission to cause trouble? Or you mine, for that matter?
Triss.
Another time. They're coming. Go. I detest tearful goodbyes.
See you, Triss.
Being all savage because I said I don't love her. I didn't ask her to fucking use me. She also lied to me. Huh. That's a really white-looking Bruxa. They're supposed to be blue, right? Or are those the Alps? I'll loot her just in case. Again, I'm pretty sure there's no going back, but if I can turn the quest, I will. There we go, there is light in here. Pretty sure I still have the anti-rape charm equipped. Wonder why they're attacking me. Maybe they're all immune to fear in here? Ooh, skull architecture. A metal. Those low poly skulls. They don't look too bad when you have the light on. With it off, though. Flat shaded.
This is your end.
I guess maybe a normal map doesn't have any effect if there is no lighting to be reflected off the normals. So in a dark space, things will just look flat. That's that for the corridor. Oh, he came out of nowhere. Gate assassin. And you're just begging for the fight. Could go through that door though, which looks safer. There's no leg coming out of it. Alright. Ah, I attacked the wrong man.
You shall insult.
This place is dark. Our ninja. Passage to lab. I hate leaving doors unopened. I'm sure they'd probably both lead to the same place. Armored Hound. Glowing. There's plenty of ambient lighting around here, so I haven't popped the freaking cat potion. It's this one area that's really dark. hounds. Just get stunned, please. There we go. Mushroom. Ow. Thanks for the heads up map. So we can keep going this way then.
Rella always admired you. Shame. You might have made a good couple.
This farce is over.
As you wish. Behold my Koshche, the perfect killer.
So I do get to fight one. Had this man's bestiary forever. Never ran into him. Giant alien crab. Oof. One scary freaking wall. Kinda worried about getting knocked into it. I'm gonna try and get the hell out of the way. And I might want a potion as well. Oof. Invasive fucker, ain't he? Not even close, baby. Special alchemical ingredient. Do I have a formula that uses that? There's normally a symbol next to these in the alchemy menu. I still have to check that in. We remember how we didn't get to loot DeWitt's body. A decent chance he has the scroll with that formula. Oh well. Probably just talent points. I'm supposed to be going some. Oh. I see. Make another swallow potion. Toxicity is getting high. There's a fireplace. Waste of a potion, I suppose. Oh well, I can make more. Alchemy. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I have the potion at once. Valved could be carrying the formula scroll too. The super late game potion. Anyways, I really need more health potions. White goal. White goal, white goal. Then want 2 Radfords and 2 Swallow. Or maybe 3 Radfords. How many of those did I make? Oh, I guess strong alcohol works. Okay. Cool. I'll just make all of these then. Willow grants immunity to stun knockdown. Sounds like it might actually be useful. I'll keep one of them. Then we have a level up as well. 2 level ups, ooh. Wound resistance. Dodge when attacked from behind. By same group style. Upper sign intensity. I really have no idea what I want to do with these silver points, so I'm just clicking stuff. And then the bronze ones, which are really useless at this point. Roman things. Jesus Christ, I made so many. Huh. I thought that was an exit. I guess it's not. Keep going this way. Is it just me, or does everything have like a blue tint to it?
You challenge Salamandra. You will die slow.
I'll jump over that hound. Got him. I pulled him out of the ground. And I am so glad I invested in Ord. Looks very similar to where I fought the Koshi. Orbs. Great. Why is this here? Diamond dust, hell yeah. Got a new small weapon slot. I'll take this hammer just to look like a badass. Yeah, I carry a fucking rock on a stick. You don't wanna fuck with me.
How irritating. You just cut up my koshche, the result of much labor. Now to resolve this matter through more traditional means.
I can't wait.
My, how threatening that sounded. I warned you, pissing up wind leads to disaster.
You talk too much. Scared?
This time you pissed in a tornado. Kill him.
What, you still not gonna fight me, muscle man? He's not dead. Now he's dead. That rat just chased its own tail and then it disappeared. Became an infinite loop.
Your turn, Javed.
I learned long ago only to rely on myself. Before I kill you, you must know. Triss Merigold is being dragged to the laboratories as we speak. Torture will follow. Everyone breaks sooner or later. It's merely a question of time.
I do not care.
Still the indifferent tough guy?
You're bluffing. You send assassins after me, conjure up beautiful words, threaten to kill me. But you're scared to death and simply postponing the inevitable.
Alar Zar bin Tala.
You just get possessed?
Berengar's amulet? You have Berengar's amulet?
Oh yeah, whooped his ass.
Problem?
You may weaken me, but you'll die anyway.
Unnecessary duel. Unnecessary death. Nothing.
He has a lot more hair.
Almost nothing. I can't fathom where Berengar got that medallion. Maybe he intended to face Javed.
Your tricks are for naught.
Yo, that's fucking badass. He's fighting me with freaking big armored torches. That's like the ultimate weapon to carry at night. Why don't I have one? I need a potion. I wish I could knock him off the ledge.
I'll tear you to pieces.
How much health does he have? About half gone? We can work with that. Ow. Ow. Holy shit.
I'll tear you to
Man is relentless. That sign didn't do anything.
Your tricks are for naught.
It's a pretty doofy fight. I need another potion. Ouch. Hey, he does have it. Awesome. I guess that probably makes the bestiary on the brother boys. I'm just gonna eat my hand. I didn't drink that potion. I had one of these before the fight. It would have made it so much easier. Oh well. One gold talent. Could be worse. Muir.
Javed, can you hear me? What's going on? How are the experiments progressing? I urgently need those mutated Knights of the Order in Vizima, and send me more failed ones. At this stage, I can afford no delays. Respond!
Hey, I thought you said you weren't working with him, you butt.
Witcher Geralt.
Expect
Mine, that's a different man.
Master. Soon.
Geralt, you're here.
Are you all right?
I told you I could handle them. What happened below?
I'll tell you later.
Geralt.
Geralt. Oh, that was a sad sight indeed. It'll all be clear soon enough.
The leader of Salamandra is dead.
Great. Learn anything about who's behind Salamandra?
Yes, the Order of the Flaming Rose.
Oh, lords. But that means...
Exactly. We need to return to Vizima and inform the king.
I saw a boat at the dock. Let's meet there.
Good.
They were committed to keeping this shit covered up and let Siegfried go on a freaking raid. Oh. Oh. He actually runs pretty fast. And obviously I'm faster, but proud of her nonetheless for being a fast NPC.
Ready to cross?
Yes, you?
Grab the oars.
Grab the oars, woman. I ain't pushing this shit myself. Do I look like the Fisher King?
Sire, victory! Despite heavy losses, we now control the trade quarter.
Excellent. What news from De Wet?
He's dead.
Why isn't
Cut
he
down by
wearing
that
order
Godless butcher, the
clothes?
Witcher.
Useless De Wet. Have the town criers informed the people Ada has become a Strigger?
Yes, but the Witcher found the beast.
Geralt of Rivia. Only he stands between me and... We must fan the flames of chaos. Release more of our experiments, and let the elves wreak havoc.
Grandmaster, I must protest. As a nobleman and representative of...
Enough. Give the people more food, and tell them any God-fearing human can find shelter at the castle of the Order of the Flaming Rose. Adalbert, I thank you for your loyal service. Take him away. A new era dawns. An era of superhumans. None will stop me. I appoint you my new adjutant. Know your assignment?
Kill the Witcher.
Then go.
Like, if that's what superhumans are, I don't want them.
Geralt, you've arrived at a moment that should be called nothing short of historic.
Dandelion, I'm glad you're alive too, but I have important matters.
More important than a Temerian-Redanian alliance with far-reaching consequences?
Stop being dramatic and tell me what's happening.
Allow me some common courtesy. Triss, my joy at this meeting.
Triss, tell this clown to get to the point.
So what's this historic moment, Dandelion?
With the kingdom in flames, Foltest struck a deal with his neighbors.
Doubtless with that ambitious pup Radovid of Redania. Geralt, Foltest should learn of the Grand Master's betrayal. We need to talk to the king.
Normally the conversations turn up the brightness a bit. Oh, it's pretty dark. There's Dandelion. I think they still has my stash.
Welcome, Witcher.
Sire.
We have several things to discuss.
Of course.
Stop deliberating, son. We need to put out the fire in this whorehouse. We'll renegotiate customs duties later. Now we must take action. Nothing doing with the marriage, but believe me, that pains me more than it does you.
Sire, Ada...
Silence, Geralt. I'll have your head.
Don't get excited, Radovid. I've taken the brunt of the loss. Now, one thing at a time. You shall receive the 3 hamlets we spoke of. The Witcher will kill de Aldersberg.
What?
We said 5 hamlets.
I'm not a hitman. All right. It'll cost you 10,000.
Don't overdo it. I'm a fucking king and I deserve some respect. 3 villages for you, my would-be son-in-law, and 8,000 orens to the Witcher.
It's a deal.
So be it. My armies will embark on a mission of fraternal assistance as soon as we sign the preliminary treaty. We shall figure out those towns later.
I don't want any fraternal assistance. Somehow the phrase evokes images of burnt villages and orphaned children roaming the countryside. This land has suffered enough. You're to smash the Order and return home.
Forgive me, your majesties, but I feel it's time I...
One more thing, Witcher.
Yes?
So, let's talk politics. And don't you dare mention neutrality. Judging by your company, you're already involved, possibly up to your nose.
Sire, your wish is my command.
To the average pleb in the street, the Order is fighting my armies, but make no mistake. This is a confrontation between me and the Grand Master, that ambitious fanatic.
Directed all of Salamandra's actions and intentionally provoked the uprising.
What do you mean?
I thought you'd be interested, sire.
Very interested. The son of a bitch is attacking me with steel, poison, and magic.
It is time for you to choose your allies, and you must choose well, sire.
I see our sweet sorceress has already begun indoctrinating you.
I believe it's time we finalized our agreement, sire. I will counsel and support you with wise words and magic.
And with that of your esteemed female friends? Indeed you may. But don't forget, Marigold, I rule this bordello. Don't turn into Philippa. You're too pretty for that.
King, sorceress, and witcher united against evil. Worthy of a painting. But all will be lost if we delay any longer. Sire, one other matter.
Witcher?
Sire, the Striga gave me no choice. I had to.
I do not wish to speak of it. I'm not vengeful, so you needn't fear any unpleasantness from me. But never mention her name to me again.
As you wish, sire.
Witcher, I wish to know who was behind all this.
De Wet transformed the princess.
How so?
He wanted to gain influence with your enemies.
The bastard! If I could get my hands on him.
Those responsible assumed your position would be undermined if the princess wreaked havoc as a Striga. De Wet has been punished.
I'm glad to hear it. Now go. Vizima is burning, fighting rages. You won't have an easy time of it.
4 feet tall, and a body like a barrel of beer. A mouth from ear to ear, filled with dagger-like teeth. Claws like a wildcat, and red, irate eye. I doubt King Radovid would have wanted a bride like that. The union of the 2 largest northern kingdoms fell through. The young Redanian monarch soon gained a nickname that accurately described his nature and the policies he pursued towards his neighbors. Radovid the Stern.
I'm surrounded by imbeciles.
So much just fucking happened.
Duty calls.
So he just talked Verdania into a temporary alliance in exchange for 2 hamlets, harsh negotiations, and a marriage to Ada, who I just murdered. So he got fucked out of the deal.
Wouldn't mind a drink?
Then bold Foltest uttered these words. Virtuous Radovid.
What the hell is that?
I'm trying to keep a faithful and accurate record of these events.
He said, "Stop deliberating, son. We need to put out the fire in this whorehouse."
Geralt, you have no sense of poetry. There's the truth of time and the truth of legend.
You'll never change.
The pen is mightier than the sword, and you'll never change either. Off to save the world again when nobody's asked you.
I think let's put out the fire in this horror house is a much more historic statement. I guess I have plenty of alcohol, actually. Shit. And I came here for alcohol, but it looks like I might actually have plenty of that, too. Just the strong stuff that I really need. Yeah, I think we should be good on that. Right, so Triss also agreed to become a Foltest advisor right there. So I guess she wasn't it quite yet.
Yes.
Even though she lived in Vizima. And the deal with Philippa is, I guess she raised Radovid. She was like a nanny for him. They might have a sexual relationship. It's some weird stuff. She's pretty much his mom. Anyway, she like broke up with him, I guess, but she's still his advisor. So he kind of detests sorcerers. Really, really gross stuff.
I'm mad.
Move, Geralt. I don't want to fight.
Then don't force me.
Stand aside. I have my orders. We must save this kingdom.
Anyways, Philippa's pretty much the one pulling the strings for Radovid. He's just a face. And that's what Foltest mentally said, don't become Philippa. Because he's like, you try and take charge and I will fucking kill you, bitch. Foltest fucking laying down the law.
Then leave the civilians alone and fight the real enemy.
True. We must fight the real enemy. Those elven rejects. Boys, form up.
And the
Siegfried.
They better leave. People, flee this place. Your king may provide shelter in these terrible times.
Leave if you value your lives.
At least he's not murdering civilians, but fuck. He doesn't have the backbone to stand up for what's right here.
It's safer.
You're right.
But she will, Siegfried. Asuka, really?
The squirrels and the Order. Those dry ones disturb our swamp.
Between a rock and a hard place, huh?
I had a dream, white-haired one. Your destiny will be fulfilled. I come to tell you. Mistake not the stars with their reflection in a pond's surface.
I'll remember that.
Baldy. He has a name.
Greetings.
Prospering dwarf?
War can be profitable. If not for the king's taxes, the plague take them.
How did you get here?
Don't you see? Knights, soldiers, and Scoia'tael run through the streets, cutting down who they can. I am a traitor to all of them.
I see.
And all their heads are filled with prophecies, destinies, strange signs, and other nonsense. No one to talk to.
Sorry to hear that, but I need to go. Farewell.
Fireplace, awesome. Okay, so alchemy. I can make... I probably need a white gold first. Then... push key core. Right, that should be good. I'll drink that and then level up. No, that's cool. You do you, dude. Right, I think I want the bonus psi intensity. And I feel like my regeneration's good enough. I don't need that. I'll just want faster group. Probably group. Now, there was a talking ghoul that we ended up killing. Huh. And I was gonna say, I think I remember him being down here in one of these basements if we left him alive. Well, he's dead, so we won't run into him, sadly. Fried fruit and nuts, ham sandwich. Potion made with Google Venom. Potion grants 1 silver, 1 gold talent. Huh. What the hell is a Zool then? Guess I haven't killed it. Monsters. Yeah, I don't have an entry for them.
We need to hurry.
Hey, my rape charm's working again. These scaredy boys. So we're clear, I'm the one who killed them. Watch yourself, Triss.
So you live. The sight of you sickens me. I'm in no mood for...
Bro, what did I do to you?
Deruviel is dead. I know enough to blame you for her death. You certainly played a part.
No. I left. I took the kid and I left. Yeah, play some Minecraft,
Open your eyes, Yavin. Your beloved war killed her. Stop drowning the world in blood. Try building for a change. Humans, elves, dwarves, we all hate. We all kill. This cannot go on. Fail, Wolf.
Oh, Clayce's not trying to kill me. I don't want to be involved. And now realize that I did stop him from robbing a bank, but come on, you can't be mad about that. He was robbing a bank. He did nothing wrong. Oh boy. I guess I'm gonna kill Yavin anyways. Get caught in the crossfire. Whatever, he insulted me. Talk shit, get hit, them's the rules.
We'll have to get dirty. The only way to the monastery leads through the sewers.
The Order doesn't guard it?
Not since a Zoogle made its nest there. A big one.
It's had a lot of fresh meat. I hope it hasn't had time to procreate.
I doubt it found a mate.
Zoogles don't need mates. They're hermaphrodites.
Gross. Hope it's not a worm creature. Really don't like worms. Or centipedes specifically. They're like worms on a million spider legs.
It's somewhere in the sewers. Any advice?
Don't get eaten.
I'm serious.
Stay out of range of its tentacles. Zoogles harbor all kinds of contagion.
Tentacles, huh?
Do you have any spells against infection?
I should have. Let's go.
I thought that, just as a general rule, hermaphrodite creatures just didn't bother with others, because then there was no logical purpose and cooperation, like worms. I'm pretty sure they just actually reproduce with themselves. Following like natural selection trends, as soon as something outlives its purpose, your body just like gets rid of it on its own. So if there wasn't a reason to have both sex organs, then they would only have one or none. Parthenogenesis. Never heard that word before. I was always curious about that, though. I noticed that the worm would, you know, like start moving in two different directions when you cut them in half. But when you look at, like, a anatomy diagram of a worm, it'll say that it has a mouth and it has an anus. So obviously, like, its body wasn't meant to be split. It just does that shit on the fly, I guess. Worms are literal poop machines. They got a mouth, they got like a dirt grinder, and then it comes back out with nutrients. Looks terrifying, by the way. It's like a fetus with a ton of tentacles coming out of it. Wish I could see its health bar. Blocked by all the water, though. Drink a potion. Liver can regenerate, huh? Interesting. Maybe that's why alcohol doesn't kill people. Because it is literally just poison that you can tolerate. So I guess maybe your liver just heals itself after taking it in. Where's the venom? All that work and I just have a bloody nose. I'm not sure which way it came in. Fire looks new, though. and rest and get that free heal. I didn't mark an hour.
Eternal
From
fire!
air, fire, war.
The city's burning and they're worshipping it.
Madman. Again, someone will have to decide for them. This time, it'll be us.
I'd rather they made their own decisions.
Are you sure that's what they want?
We need to give them the chance. Let's go.
Are you sure they want to make their own decisions? That's a real question right there. Ragdoll. Ow. Corpse just vanished. Or, I think that's it right there. No, it's grass. Pink color is the armor. Who'd have thought this little church would end up being the freaking final boss arena? Cool, there's enemies over there, but I have no reason to fight them.
Almost there. We'll find Jacques de Aldersberg in the monastery.
Damn, I'm out of potions. Could I ask you to...
Geralt, what would you do without me? Wait here. I'll be back in a blink.
Huh. I guess I don't want her bringing her politics in here. Definitely has nothing to do with it, just wanted to keep her safe.
Halt! No passage. Grandmaster's orders.
I'm here on a matter of national importance.
Shove off. The Grandmaster seeks solitude.
Sorry, you give me no choice.
Surrender!
Why is it locked? These guys have a key? Yeah, I have a key. Got 2 keys. There's a final fireplace to prepare yourself. I think that we're all good, though. Wait, no. I can make the potion out of that Zoogle. Drink that. And Triss will still not be back because, you know, video games. Where's the thing I just made? There we go. Points. Man points. At least one of them's useful. Our strong style's maxed out. I think that's the most important one. So... hold on. Maybe I should invest in Igni. No, never mind. Never mind, I forgot. It doesn't get a damage boost, it all depends on signet density. So, no point in doing that. Maybe Ard then? Get a point in it. Steel, I guess. Options are very limited towards the end here. Baby boy. So tiny, he looks like he can throw him.
Behold my people. They feast at my table, find warmth at my fire, and glow with happiness to be separated from the turmoil of war.
You're deluded if you think the sight of women and children will make me leave you alone.
I do not intend to deceive you. The white frost
kids' pigtails.
A cataclysm that will bury the world beneath snow and ice. Each night, I dream of icy wastelands and the death of the old civilizations.
I've heard Ithlina's prophecy.
The cataclysm is unavoidable. Kings prefer to wage local wars to expand their influence, while elves have become terrorists fighting for a lost cause.
You made them terrorists.
The world needs a savior, a man of the moment, someone to kindle the flame in people's hearts.
Ha! You, savior of the world?
Come, I will show you something. Humans are weak, frail, and inclined toward evil. I shall create a new man, perfect, tempered in the eternal fire.
Finished? Because if you are...
You doubt me? I do not blame you. I had my doubts too. Yet now, my vision is strong.
I'm not clear if we time traveled or if we're in his vision. But we're in the Ice Age world now.
Fall from your eyes, and you will understand.
Juggler's tricks. I expected more.
You think this an illusion? Oh no, Geralt, it's nothing of the sort.
Where are we?
See for yourself. Follow me.
The whole rest of Vizima just got hit with a goddamn glacier. Only the chapel remains.
Now that you have seen the ice-encased towers of Vizima, do you understand?
You're rambling to Aldersburg. What do you want?
This is the future. The White Frost has destroyed human civilization. This is the end of time. Do we lose heart, surrender? Never. We can yet avoid our fate.
Save your rhetoric for the plebs.
Understand. The Order and Salamandra acted only to save humanity.
Every criminal claims a higher cause.
You lack humility. Time for a lesson in some.
So for that whole conversation, they had a really bad camera angle on Jacques. The whole top of his head was cut off. His crotch was kind of the point of focus, with it being right in the center of the screen. And bad cinematography. Especially when you have subtitles on by default. You're gonna want the point of focus to be either low or in the center. Because the people's eyes are gonna be drawn towards the subtitles by just instinctually. And that just happened to be his freaking crotch. Ah! First did come.
The unexpected awaits you here.
How did you get here?
You're stronger than the Grand Master thought. You summoned me.
How?
The Grand Master invited you into a vision of the future enclosed in his mind, yet you brought your own visions and specters.
So this isn't real?
It's more than a dream. Should you die here, your death will be very real. I shall accompany you, assist you. But only a blizzard follows us, with nothing beyond it but death.
Uh-huh. They're sending me with the Freddy Krueger, then. Gotcha. This is a vision. I guess he's gonna go into a coma or something if I murder him anyways. I think that she cast the OP shield. But we have got lightning galore. Lightning storm, chance of causing additional damage. Not the spell I thought it was. Still the same, though. I think that these are just reskinned Strigas. But they look like humans. like humans evolved and became big-ass gorillas? Maybe? Abigail, I don't want to see you.
You haven't changed a bit, Witcher. Again, you emerge from nowhere to kill humans.
What humans? As always, you're perplexing.
Behold the remains of humanity. Ape men, wretched creatures worthy of disdain. Some my own great-grandchildren.
They're human?
The white frost has stripped humanity of its luxurious robes. All that's left are beasts that think only of eating and procreating. They are human no longer. Their
That's pretty human to me.
them like the lynch mob from which you saved me. I'm grateful. Take my gift.
Yeah, we kind of just had a power surge. Took a little while to boot up. It looks like my camera settings all reverted too, so I'm gonna take a second to do that while everything's booting back up. It was a weird one too. It like flickered on and off a lot. So, if I had to guess, I'd say that means that it got overloaded. Like a lightning bolt hit the substation or whatever you'd call that. Alright, it looks like we're back to just before we went in. That's fine, I can skip through dialogue.
Juggler, you where?
Now you're the son of you.
Yeah, power surge, dude. Everything died. Not even like raining outside or anything. I don't know what caused it.
The
How did so
So they grew these big old lion manes, but why didn't the rest of their hair stay? I don't understand why they're still naked boys if this is what they evolved into to survive the cold. Here. Maybe that's a thick hide, it's not even skin anymore. I think a hide is like a little coat on top of all your muscle, unlike skin, which is tightly wrapped around you. And if you wanted, you could just make a cut and put your finger, play around there if you wanted. Ears went up to a weird place too. I'm sure a lot of it just gets chalked up to it being a reskinned Striga.
What there?
And what a place to let the stream die. That means I'm gonna have to merge the videos together manually, and I'm gonna have to re-upload them. That's a big oof. Thought he went further away than that. Right? He was at a temple of some sort. He just walked all the way back here.
I see you have met our degenerate great-grandchildren. Do you understand now why you cannot oppose my plan?
You have yet to say how all this ice justifies your crimes.
Only a grand plan pursued without hesitation could save humanity from what I saw in my visions.
Trust your daydreams that much?
I never asked for these visions, this gift.
But you chose how to—
I didn't ask for this.
Many times you insisted special gifts should be used for just causes. I chose the most just of causes, saving millions of lives.
And pursued it by ending hundreds of others. How many more do you aim to condemn?
You have no notion of the approaching cataclysm. The spirits of those who perished wander here. Tell them they had no right to survive.
Aridin.
You cannot stop this, Witcher. Death follows you.
Yeah, well, here's another question that I have to be raised. They either followed me with their spooky ghost powers, or they're an actual part of the vision, because Wild Hunt are tied in with the White Frost.
Those thoughts always come too late.
As if I had a choice.
But Aridin speaks like there's more to it.
Your every step.
You can agree with her or tell her that she has a choice. Like, no. There's always a choice.
How can you remain so confident as you stride into fate's jaws? I cannot bring myself to leave you here.
Oh, she's helping me? Confidence gets you. Sexy ghost girl. Or, not so sexy, but ghost girl. Rest in peace, Triss. You alive? She'll be fine. Kind of stuck on her. Am I going the right way? Oh, no map. One right up here, though.
Do you finally understand, obstinate Witcher? Humanity will perish. The few who remain will become animals. My plan would avoid this.
What plan, damn it?
You didn't show me anything new, man.
Nations can only survive the cold through a mass exodus south.
With you leading them?
I'm prepared to do so. I see the future. I command respect. I would rule well. Of course, I had to get rid of any standing in the way, especially non-humans.
Why so obsessed about other races?
I was prepared to sacrifice anything, to save humanity at all costs. Do you know the saying, the ends justify the means?
I do. You sound pathetic, de Aldersberg, as if you believed your own lies.
Non-humans, their extinction is not a goal, but a means. Since you detest humans so, I'll leave you with my no longer human serfs. You have much in common. You should get along.
Mass exodus south, so murder all the non-humans. Makes sense. Definitely don't have a bone to pick with the whole freaking Empire of Nilfgaard. These are fake mutants, they're weak. I'm not criticizing the writing when I say that, by the way. It makes sense why he'd think the way he does.
You thought you could stand aside.
I wanted no part of politics. I'm a Witcher. I'm neutral.
We fought for those we love. You scorn that, for you'll never understand it.
A machine created to kill. You had no choice. Your time has passed.
You're obsolete. The world has no use for you. Lay down your sword and rest, Geralt.
Have the courage to face me, Jacques. Stop hiding behind specters and illusions. I'll find you.
You won't get the chance.
These boys haven't seen Terminator Genesis. I'm old, but not obsolete. Made me so happy to see that Arnold's old ass can still freaking be a roid boy.
Look, Alvin.
It's just an illusion, Triss.
Look, it's Alvin. No, it's not. Okay.
How stubborn you are. I could use you to shepherd my sheep during the first years of winter.
I doubt you mean it. You stole our secrets from Kaer Morhen, used them for the worst ends.
Witches were meant to be guardians, but proved too weak. You loathe yourselves. I needed witches, but perfect ones, emotionless, lacking human weaknesses.
You see human traits as weaknesses? I pity you.
Fear obscures your thinking. My knights never hesitate.
Oh, Triss fucking died again. Cool. He'll be fine. Vincent Batman.
Look, Geralt. Humans, monsters. Easy to mistake one for the other.
I trust your judgment.
The Grand Master is the vilest kind of criminal. We need to stop him.
Let's go then.
Just like old times.
Hell yeah. I guess the allies ain't coming with me then. No, he's here. Cool.
must part.
Why?
At the heart of the vision, he controls all. You must go on alone.
See you, Triss. I'll be back.
Good luck, Geralt.
I feel like the voice actor was trying to do like a spooky ghost version of themselves voice, so they're just trailing off in all the words. Like, ooh, I'm a ghost. You are dreaming. I should be good on potions. I don't think I leveled up. So, I guess we'll just wait. I'll fight him in 7 hours. The ass crack of dawn. You won't be ready for it.
Now, do you see the need to act, whatever the price? Geralt, open your eyes, open your mind.
They treat people like you at St. Lebioda's hospital.
By pursuing me, you proved me right. You faced the dangers that humanity faces, and survived.
Jacques de Aldersberg, your dream is over.
Patience. You may yet change your mind. Imagine thousands traversing an icy wasteland. Could you defend them? You and a handful of witches ridden with doubt, like Berengar? Impossible. Only the greater brothers can do that. But they need to be taught and led. They need you.
Oh, so now I have a place in your world, huh? And I'll give him a chance to surrender, I guess.
I also have an offer. Surrender.
Probably be a riot if I killed their fucking prophet.
Humble yourself before the king. You'll save many lives.
How confident you seem. A painful lesson awaits.
Oh, got them all. Not sure if I'm supposed to kill these or not. It might just be here to poke me if I get sent to center.
We meet again, Wolf. Have you fulfilled your destiny?
Salamandra is dying, soon to be a memory.
Salamandra means nothing. It was but a particle of chaos, the tool of the madman you just slew. Your past, your destiny, the reasons for your resurrection, all remain unknown.
Words, words, words.
Let me remind you, there is death, but there is also choice. I shall not look back. I shall find Salamandra and fulfill my destiny. You were wrong. I come for the soul of someone whose path often crossed yours as it was written. You may fight me, but the end will always be the same. Death.
The question is, whose?
I cannot be killed. You can delay your end, but it will come. Let us tend to the one already dead. Reflect on your deeds, Witcher. I stood near you when you arrived at Kaer Morhen, an omen of its downfall. I observed as you judged the villagers of the outskirts, leaving only blood and fire behind you. You brought death upon Raymond, endangered Shani, mindful only of your goals. Chaos followed in your wake. You slaughtered dozens with your witcher's sword. You helped create the foundations for the Order's fanatical reign. You left Vizima in chaos, only to bring destruction upon murky waters. Every one of your decisions brought further devastation. Each choice you made led to greater evil. Vizima blazes. The Order and the Scoia'tael bleed, Temeria. Does your neutrality not taste bitter?
Stop.
Do not deny it, Witcher. You are my greatest champion, a perfect means of destruction. Wherever you walk, death and chaos follow. Now, as it was years ago, accept it. Do not fight it. Give up to me yet another man you destroyed.
Jacques de Aldersberg is mine.
You dare to oppose me? I sense your weakness as your life seeps from your wounds. With every drop, death draws nearer. You stand no chance against me. Yield to me.
Right, so just so we're clear, Jacques was supposed to be in control of everything in the center of the illusion, so this is likely the actual Eridan. And he's trying to take his soul, I guess. I don't know why he'd want it. But this is between me and him, I guess. I didn't ask him the freaking Fusor Dom.
Never. This is between him and me.
You aim to kill him anyway.
Yeah?
But for my reasons, and they're nothing to you. Clear off while you can. Go before it's too late.
You want to fight me? So be it. Your flight from death ends here. Draw your sword.
I was afraid you'd suggest chess.
See, so this is the final fight in the game, if you couldn't tell. I'm going to drink some potions, because I've been sitting on them forever. This one. And now fucking drink this. Alright, that took a lot more toxicity than I thought it would. So I'm not gonna take any more buffs. I'm gonna focus on staying healed. Alright, so, I guess, the fuse blew at said substation this time, so I was out of, power for the rest of the night. Doing this, early in the morning. Got a nice nap out of it. And, gonna do this part just offline. I don't expect there to be more than, like, 15 minutes left. We were literally at the final fight halfway through it when the fucking power went out. I'm pretty distraught about that. But y'all are gonna see this in video format, hopefully. Oh, it's all good. I'm going to drink that full moon potion before the fight this time. And then it adds a long ass duration. Is there anything else useful I have? Thunderbolt, we haven't run into invisible enemies, have we? Really weird. Maybe there's some fun Easter egg connected to that, you know? Got a ton of swallows. They just want their Wolverine potion then. Awesome. The durations on them are so long, I should have just been drinking them forever ago.
Do you see the need to act? Whatever the...
Yeah, I told him to surrender. I know I said I don't really plan on playing The Witcher 2 anytime soon, because it's my least favorite of the games. But, if I were to do it, I'd probably like to take our save into it. It won't make a huge difference, but it'll be a nice addition. I'll make our play of that a bit more unique, you know? Only drink a swallow. Spell ain't doing nothing. It's like I've been silenced. What the hell? Oh, they died somehow. I don't know why I can't cast a spell. It's really shitty. Hopefully it comes back in time for the Harrigan fight, because then I'll be fucked. I get so much of my damage from it. Look at all this blood being a nice little picture. It's fairly clearly just like little circular particles spilling out of the enemy and landing on the floor. But I want to say this is some pretty fucking advanced blood for the time. Normally we'd have like a bigger splash picture that comes out, and then some of the drippies. Maybe something more like this, it's more of a mist, so it looks less like drippies. Right. Again, this is probably the actual Aridin. And I said actual in quotes because Aridin may or may not be a wraith. I was always confused about the retcon later. Like, maybe this is just a projection of himself?
Never. True. I was...
So here's the thing. I'm pretty spooked about what toxicity is gonna do. So I think I'm gonna try white honey and hopefully it doesn't purge all of my effects. Oh, it does, but I need it. I need to heal before I can do anything else. So then, yeah, I'll tell you out. We don't have another full moon, but I can drink another Wolverine, I guess. Hey, my magic's back. Awesome. This guy's dead as fuck. I guess I'm supposed to finish him. Hey. This one's for monsters.
That sword is for monsters.
Dimeridium amulet. Remember when I said it made sense that you didn't think of everything? It was just Alvin. I tried to teach him good things, but at the end of the day, the elves were terrorists. So we ended up hating them regardless of what I did. He freaking time traveled, saw the end. Probably that little blip of Alvin we saw at the end there, that might have been him time traveling.
You're awake, Geralt. I was getting worried.
Dandelion? Where's the Grand Master?
A few steps away. He's dead. For a minute there, I thought you were gone too.
Hardly a pleasant nap. Was I out long?
Long enough. The fighting has been quelled. Foltest has regained control. However, Triss supported him. The effects have been shocking.
Is she all right?
She's fine. She stayed by you until I arrived. Then she had to go. You know, political duties.
Caught between the king, her sorceress friends, and her personal life.
What about you? Did you succeed?
Yes. I'll take the final element from Jacques and close this chapter.
So he arranged for the attack on Kaer Morhen because he thought that we need more Witchers, I guess. Or he made mutants. Probably because he had a lot of respect for them, because I raised him. Time travel always gets fucky. I'm not gonna say it makes perfect sense that this guy was operating at the same time Alvin was growing up, you know? I guess he did change his name, but still, it's weird. He's obviously just a time traveler. Anyway, last episode I said when he showed up, he dropped like a ton of hints about who he might be. Or, not necessarily about who he might be, but the way he was talking sounded like he knew us, he quoted us a few times. And like took in some of the lessons we taught Alvin, maybe. If you want to go back and watch that, it might be neat. Rest in peace, Alvin. Crazy bastard. Level up for no reason. Oh shit.
So, did you recover everything?
Know what I found on the Grand Master? A Dimeridium pendant.
The one you gave Alvin?
I don't know. It looks the same, but older. He must have worn it under his armor for years.
A true keepsake, perhaps.
Maybe it was his way of repelling hostile magic. Or it was there to control inborn abilities, unrelenting visions.
That's something we'll never know.
It doesn't matter. Jacques de Aldersberg, if that was his name, is dead. End of story.
What's next, Geralt?
What do you mean?
Come now. You've recovered what was stolen, punished those who hurt you, you played politics and dismantled conspiracies. You've loved, you've killed. You've come a long way, Geralt. What do you intend to do now?
Only now do I feel my new life beginning.
Born anew, baptized in blood and fire.
A new ballad? Sounds too pompous, Dandelion. Take a look around. Life is simple, unpredictable, and beautiful.
That's something new. You returned from the netherworld, got entangled in a real mess. You faced beasts and bastards who did you harm. And you're telling me life is beautiful?
You're exaggerating again. Something ends, something begins. I'll take the last of the stolen secrets, take a deep breath, and move on.
What can I say? Godspeed on your path, Witcher. It seemed the conflict between the Order of the Flaming Rose and the Scoia'tael would turn Vizima into charred ruins. Foltest, however, found a solution. He let the two sides bleed each other. The Order's power waned quickly following the Grand Master's mysterious death. The flower of elven youth perished. Fighting in Vizima's streets, there were no victors. The non-human uprising weakened Temeria, and Foltest realized he would need capable diplomats. Triss Merigold became a royal advisor. Sorceresses gained influence. The king punished or exiled those who had plotted against him in his absence. They were, of course, soon replaced by others. Common folk saw no difference. They were too busy licking their wounds, seeking loved ones. Few people knew what had actually happened in those days in Vizima. They were those who destiny had brought together with Geralt of Rivia. Yet, they chose to remain silent. What then happened to the Witcher? That is a different tale entirely.
My boy Rotray there. This cutscene's so unnecessary, but I like it regardless.
Temeria and Redania are allies, thanks in no small part to you. For your toil, a worthy pouch of gold.
Your Highness. Master. Farewell, sire.
Just came back to take his fucking money. I'm getting out of here. But guess what? The Witcher 2 happens. I guess it wasn't actually unnecessary. I forgot about this, honestly. I think this is what the second game opened with, maybe. Bitch, take this money. Damn, look at that arm. That was a clean cut. Remember how I said there aren't a lot of Witchers left around? None besides the School of the Wolf, specifically. Oh, that's the title of the second game. Assassins of Kings. As you now tell, there's someone had at least one Witcher, and they're trying to do regicidal things. I don't want to spoil that game too much, I guess. Anyways, this was fun. Bit longer than I remember. Funner than I remember too, honestly. Yeah, I really appreciate the game a lot more now. Combat's really not as bad. Enemies aren't super spongy. You watched me fight the endgame guys. They weren't too bad. Just know what you're doing. I could have even drank buff potions, made it better, right? Voice acting mostly decent compared to how I remember it, but there were a few instances of it just being bad. Mostly fine though. But you know, like, wait, that's Witcher's work. Story and writing were good, as expected. It was never bad. Even the side quests are mostly interesting. I probably had a lot of stuff formulating up here to say at the end last night, but a lot of the steam got taken out of me after that power outage. So my during the credits review taking a bit of a hit, I'm afraid. Alright. If anyone's interested in the game and you somehow managed to watch the end without playing it, go ahead and play it, man. It's great. I don't know why this game doesn't get enough love. It's really not bad at all. It was fun. And I'll fight harder for it next time, since I played it with a sound mind. Deserves everyone's attention. Right, so anyways, I believe I said the plan was Dark Souls Daughters of Ash, and then Shadow the Hedgehog, probably something else, or maybe not. Excuse me. And then, Twilight Princess Hero Mode? Because we can do Nintendo games now, apparently. The reason I'm not playing that back-to-back with Dark Souls is because, I think that they play very similar. Fight me. Once I explain what I mean later on, it'll make more sense. But for some reason, whenever I say that Zelda plays like Dark Souls and vice versa, everyone just fucking disagrees. I know the puzzle-solving element isn't there, but I just mean from a strict gameplay standpoint, like, come on. Anyways. This was a journey. And I will further explain that controversial statement later. I do have it in working order. So it's all tested and ready. Just depends on when I plan on streaming next. Maybe tonight, I don't know. Again, I'm up really early. Like, this is 6 a.m. 6, 7 a.m. 7 a.m. So I don't know how my sleep schedule's gonna be. I'll probably take a nap sometime afternoon. I was trying to get everything back on track so I can continue the job hunt without, like, sleeping through a call or anything. But, I don't know, this is both a good and a bad thing. I didn't plan on going to bed as early as I did yesterday, but I just had nothing to do. It was cold and dark. Anyways. Take care, everyone. Play this game. Tell people this is a good game, please. Damn it. It's so weird when the button isn't the same one I need to click. I'm gonna click the button now. Bye.